Come in. Oh, Your Highness. You're the last person I expected to see tonight. How have you been since the trip? Sufficiently recovered? Good. Yes, I'm fine. I sort of wish we were still there. Just so I could keep a closer eye on the movements of the enemy troops, but this marriage will be for the best. This has to happen tomorrow. Oh? Tell me. Actually, why don't you sit and then tell me? Again, I suppose I'm surprised to see you in this setting, though I'd better get used to it. And it's late. Is anyone else aware that you're here? Impressive. Well, what couldn't wait until morning? Oh, yes. My history that I shared with you at the Brass Badger. Thank you again for listening. It seemed important that you know. I see. I apologize if it disturbed you in any way. Then why bring it up? I don't understand. You want to call this off? Are you serious? I need a moment. Am I hearing you correctly? You want to call off our marriage to take place tomorrow, to solidify and ratify generations of peace between the Kingdom of Westmere and the Hulberg Expanse, a deal brokered by our royal parents in order to save both of our countries from ultimate destruction at the hands of the undead. No. I know what you said. You said that the attitude I've displayed since you've come to know me is consistent with one who has been denied agency in every aspect of their life thus far, but that... How did you put it? That upon hearing my story of how I lost my first love to the undead leader, you've begun to understand that I'm fundamentally unable to give my heart to you because I still have feelings for someone else. Do I have that correct? Well, you're not entirely wrong, but that someone else is dead. And in any case, How I feel is irrelevant. Well, how do you feel? Precisely. You and I are aligned. How? How is it different? Explain. Oh. Oh, you haven't... I don't know if I should offer my condolences that you've never been in love before, or reassure you that this is probably for the best. It's fortunate, in my opinion, that you have no one to lose. You what? Oh, you were hoping... Oh, come on. No, you can't really be that naive. Yes, of course it happens, but banking on falling in love with the woman you've been promised to is like hoping a pink rose turns red after you've picked it. Look, I am what I am. You are what you are. We're in this situation together. It's very nice and romantic that you were hoping things would develop naturally, but they aren't. And I refuse to force it. In the last few days, has so much really changed? The revelation that I've fallen for someone before, does this really carry so much weight for you? You decline to answer. Your Highness, I've got to ask you, is this cold feet? Or am I sensing a little insecurity? Well, I don't know. Maybe you don't like that I have more experience than you. Maybe the fact that you've never felt what I felt for Emma scares you. And maybe you're worried you won't ever be able to measure up. Too complicated? How am I making it too complicated? I'm the one who still wants to marry you, damn it! What's this? Well, yes, I assume you wrote it. What is it? Yes, I'm planning to read it. What is it? Your Highness! Fuck! Of all the most frustrating... I'm almost too pissed off to read this. Oh, but I'm curious too. Fine. Dear Princess Andri, by now you and I will have talked and hopefully I've made you my offer. I expect you feel a little surprised and also perhaps angry at what I've had to say. I sometimes get tongue-tied when I'm around you, so I decided to write this all out in case the conversation goes poorly. It is never my intention to offend or insult you. I would never want you to feel slighted or that there's anything inherent in your nature or your person that's undesirable. I wouldn't do you the injustice. You're obviously a fine leader, incredibly intelligent, and capable of accomplishing anything you decide to undertake. I wanted to let you know that what you shared with me in the Brass Badger the other night moved me for several reasons. Firstly, I know now that I've never experienced personal affection to that degree for anyone, and I wonder if I ever will. You seemed so decided and clear in your regard for Emma that my own lack stood out more sharply. Secondly, I need for you to know that even though I may not understand love, I understand loss. I have lost someone very dear to me in my life, and I know from all of the words you did not speak that the pain you endured from this loss was unthinkable. Yours is a very unique situation, politically especially. And I know that the involvement and or lack thereof on your mother's part only made everything worse. In brief, it isn't that I'm jealous of what you once had with Emma, nor that I fear I'll always be a disappointment to you. If I'm honest, I was hoping our relationship would grow into something more warm, at least. But the crux of the matter is, I don't wish to be another source of pain to you. It's plain to see that you've been used by most everyone in your life. Even the citizens of Westmere, whom it seems genuinely adore you, need you to some respect. You feel you've been made a pawn on life's cosmic chessboard, and you're quite right. You have. And knowing what I know now, I refuse to harness you. So on this, the eve of our wedding, I offer you this gift. A choice. You can back fully out of this contract if you wish. I will handle my father and your mother. I will take the entire fault on myself, and I have several diplomatic solutions to offer instead should we get to that point. All you need to do is fail to show up to the ceremony tomorrow, and I will understand. You can go back to your knights and generals, to your tent, where you feel most comfortable. I would not blame you at all. If you decide to marry me after all, I need to know, for my own sanity, that it is your choice. Please try not to be too hard on yourself. I know how hard you try to do the right thing. In any case, It's been an invigorating experience getting to know you these last few weeks. I have a lot of admiration for you. I hope you can see this for the sincere gesture that it is. This is not a test. I don't want to challenge or to stress you in any way. You're a whole-ass person, and it's time someone saw you that way. All my best, Corey. Fuck. Oh.